Now that's great stuff. Judy Garland at the Palace. Some of you remember Judy Garland, seeing her in person at the Palace. Others will have to be content with watching it on television, and that's what you're doing tonight. You're watching some of the Judy Garland concert programs, program of some of Judy Garland's great concert moments, and you're doing it right here on Channel 5. We want you to call 392-5555 right now and help us support programming like this. This is a Great Performances special. It's part of the Great Performances series. Now is the time for you to tell us that you like that kind of programming. Call us now at 392-5555. And to help you remember tonight, the Judy Garland album, we have this available at the $45 pledge level. It's a wonderful album and has some of Judy Garland's greatest hits: Alexander's Ragtime Band, I'm Always Chasing Rainbows, Over the Rainbow, The Man That Got Away, What'll I Do, Smile, A Foggy Day in London Town. These are available to you as a $45 pledge. If you call right now at 392-5555, and if you call right now 392-5555 and make a $120 pledge, you can have one of the premiums that, or the gifts, special gifts that you're going to be hearing about in just a couple of minutes, plus the Judy Garland album as a bonus. So you can either take the Judy Garland album with a $45 pledge, or you can have any of the pledge gifts that we have for you at the $120 level, and we'll throw in the Judy Garland album as a bonus just during this program, during the Great Performances Judy Garland, the concert years. You're going to be hearing more about Judy Garland in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. Right now, we want you to call 392-5555 and make that pledge of support. Call one of the Rotary, Gainesville Rotary Club volunteers who are down here helping us with our pledge drive during the Judy Garland special. They're here to take your phone calls. 392-5555 is the number. Let's hear a little bit more about some of the $120 gifts.
Yes, thank you, Rick. I'm Carolyn Pennell, and I've got some ways that we thank you when you do pledge at that $120 level. Remember that during this break, and probably through the rest of the evening, if you decide to pledge at $120, you will get the Judy Garland album in addition to one from this selection. How about the James Herriot Dog Stories book? This is a collection of about 50 stories written by James Herriot. He was a great dog lover. They were his favorite animals, and they're great heartwarming stories, some of them never read before in the United States. And if you are a James Herriot fan of All Creatures Great and Small, you'll love this gift in addition to the Judy Garland album. Another level of $120, the Big Cats book. This is paintings by Guy Koliak. It is absolutely beautiful, watercolors and sketches of beautiful cats throughout the world. It is absolutely beautiful book at the $120 level. If you are a fan of James Burke and the Day the Universe Changed, we also have a book by him available for you at that level. And it talks all about, again, going along with the series, some of the great, interesting informations, that ideas and inventions that have really changed our lives over the years. And at the $120 level, certainly last but not least, the Gator History book. A great book about the University of Florida with some picture highlights of some of the historical events at the University of Florida. A beautiful book and certainly a great gift for you or a Gator fan. Remember, at the $120 level, in addition to the list of gifts that I mentioned, we'll also be giving as a bonus the Judy Garland album with all the great songs that Rick had mentioned. But the most important thing, if you have been enjoying the entertainment that you've seen tonight, and we've been listening here in the studio, and it is just wonderful hearing Judy Garland. I mean, the music and the feeling when she sings, and you just really can't beat that sort of entertainment. And we're hoping you'll agree with us by giving us a call and making a contribution. You know, one of the reasons we come to you 3 times a year, as we do tonight, is because that's the monies that come our way are used for programming. And that's what we need you to do right now. Support the great programs that you see on WUFT. And now we're going to go to Var Heil. Var.
Thank you, Carolyn. That sweet melodious voice I could barely hear, but I did catch you were coming over to me. I want you all to listen for a minute, because this affects you. I know how it affects me, and it's got to affect you the same way. My wife, Jerry, loves Judy Garland. She's at home right now listening, and I'm sure just totally enjoying it. But I also know one fact. If Judy Garland came to Jacksonville, Orlando, or came to the OConnell Center here, the Hiles would go. My wife, Jerry, would see to it that we bought tickets. Now, if we're going to a Judy Garland concert and going out, we're going to go out for dinner also. And you guys are in the same position. You that like Judy Garland, your wife likes Judy Garland and that, so you're going to have a night out on the town, whether it be here, Jacksonville, or Orlando, and it's going to cost you $100. By the time you finish with dinner, how much are concert tickets? $20, $25, $30 to a Judy Garland concert? If she were still with us, I'd guarantee you that that's what the ticket would be. So it's going to cost you $100. Now, it's so easy to pledge $120, get some premiums. You've got a Judy Garland bonus album along with it on this time. And the nice part about it is that you can enjoy great performances all during the year. It's not only Judy Garland. Last year, I remember we had Benny Goodman on. A lot of us old folks enjoy that type of music. But there's just all types of artists on the great performances. And you can watch it all year for $100 that would have cost you the $100 if you'd gone out for dinner and to the concert. In addition to that, and I know you guys because I'm the same way, you can sit back and enjoy it with your wife with your feet propped up and sit back in your easy chair or your recliner, not have to get all dressed up, not have to fight parking and all of that, and you can do it for $120 or any pledge that you'd like, really. But the great performances are just absolutely great, and we need your call at 392-555 to help us with those great performances. Let's go back over to Rick.
Thanks, Warren. As you said, $120 pledge, you can have any of the books plus the Judy Garland album as a bonus, and that's worth a lot. If you call right now at 392-5555, and we do make it very easy for you. The gentlemen are here this evening from the Gainesville Rotary Club, and they're here to take your call. All you have to do is dial 392-5555 right now and tell them that you want to pledge at any level, really. We're talking about any level from $20 to as much as you wish to give. $120 is only $10 a week, or $10 on an installment plan. We can bill you $10 a month. If you would like to make a $120 pledge, we'll be happy to do that for you. But the important thing for you to do is to call right now at 392-5555. We can also take your MasterCard and Visa. As I said, we can put it on an installment plan. If you're a University of Florida employee, we can take your pledge on what they call the payroll deduction plan. So that's very easy. That's the way Betsy Styron and I both make our pledge of support to Channel 5 is on the payroll deduction plan, and you don't really miss it. It comes out of your paycheck, and you end up supporting Channel 5 and feeling good about that. But the important thing for you to do right now is to call these gentlemen from the Gainesville Rotary Club. 392-5555 is the number. Take advantage of the bonus at the $120 level, or if you would just like this alone, it's a $45 pledge. Call right now, 392-5555, and we're going right back to Judy Garland.
We hope you're enjoying TV Worth Watching on WUFT Channel 5, Gainesville, Florida.